la 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 la, you guys. So these royal experts, I know I call them the per diem, per click buffoonery of so-called journalists who keep on harping and harping and harping on Harry and Meghan every chance they get. So now they're all on this whole fourth Christmas in Montecito thingy. It says here in the Royal Observer that what it says here, Royal Christmas cold shoulder, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle left off Sandringham guest list in new normal holiday snub. I mean, they will do anything to rope Harry and Meghan. I think that Christmas in Montecito and the show that they have in their own home in Montecito tops anything that they could possibly be having at Sandringham. What is going on at Sandringham? You have a bunch of people who all are diseased, who's, I mean, and I say this with all due respect, but I mean, the whole thing that they offer to the world right now is, oh my God, I'm suffering from illnesses and disease. Please feel sorry for me. This is to me a recipe for a sad sap Christmas, right? Who wants to spend Christmas like that? I mean, what are they going to do? Not only that, but it's like nobody really truly are their friends. I mean, Meghan has no friends at Sandringham. Why in the world would Meghan aspire to go? I mean, I think where she is in Montecito, in her beautiful home where she gets to decorate it the way she wants, it's like, ah, deck the halls, and the headlines, for heaven's sakes. Counting Sussex Christmases away from Sandringham and away from the UK and away from the royal family at this point, I think it's ridiculous, right? Um, yeah, Christmas, right? I mean, it's a time for chestnuts roasting on the open fire and halls decking. And, and evidently, if you're a British tabloid, it's also time to be obsessively tallying the number of Yuletides Harry and Meghan have spent in Montecito. Yes, folks, the UK media is back at it again. Okay? The per diem, per click buffoonery of so-called journalists, they are back at it again, frantically marking the Sussex's fourth California Christmas like it's a bizarre Olympic sport. It's beyond bizarre, really. One headline practically screamed, "Fourth Christmas away from the royal family," as though this is some shocking scandal and not, the natural consequences of two adults with their own children, their own lives, moving 5,000 miles away to live their lives independently of all of this toxic family drama. Like Harry and Meghan do not want to spend, of all things, Yuletide, you know, in Sandringham. I can see if it's another time of the year, but Christmas? Seriously, you're going to pack up all of your peace and intentionally spend it with people that hate your guts and will sell you out to the tabloids in 2 seconds? I mean, let's break this down, okay? Is it really news, you guys, that a couple with two young kids, Lilibet Diana and Archie, Prince Archie, Princess Lilibet Diana and Prince Archie, who, let's face it, are more likely more interested in, well, at least in the case of Lilibet, Santa than Sandringham. I mean, I think Meghan has said that Archie could care less about Santa, which is really, I was like, wow, he's only 5. What happened? What did you guys tell him? At least till he's, I don't know, 7-ish. But apparently Archie wants nothing to do with Santa, right? But you're telling me that they would choose their happy home in Montecito with their family, friends, and so on, school friends, etc., to to they would choose to spend their holidays in Sandringham. They'd rather spend it in Sandringham than in their sunny Montecito abode in the comfort of their own home, no less, where the turkeys are organic, to be sure. I'm sure Meghan has a few turkeys just, just walking around the property and peacocks and whatever. And the cranberry sauce, likely comes out of with a side of oat milk foam. I mean, they want to give that up to go to Sandringham among bitterness and resentment and hate. I mean, it defies logic. But the tabloids, you guys, persist with this illogical preposterousness, right? As if the Sussex Christmas tracker is a public service announcement, right? I mean, it's like the per diem per click buffoonery of so-called journalists. They just have so much time on their hands, right? Not enough clicks, right? So they just have to come up with this, Sussex Christmas tracker to entertain their readers. It's the where are they now coverage nobody asked for, by the way, right? And it's filled with speculative drivel about whether Harry misses pheasant hunting or if Meghan has swapped figgy pudding for gluten-free pumpkin pie, whose recipe she'll share with her sister-in-law, Kate, or something. Spoiler alert, you guys, no one cares about this. Nobody cares about this. And Meghan and Harry are not interested in this narrative. They're not interested in this version of their lives. They are writing their own narrative, in case you all haven't you know realized it. But the irony is really rich. You know, these are the same outlets that vilified Meghan for everything from existing to breathing while royal. Yet now they pine for her back at Windsor like a jilted ex who doesn't realize they were ghosted for a good reason. Meghan had a very good reason for ghosting these people. If the UK media wanted Harry and Meghan to stick around for the holidays, perhaps not making their lives a relentless nightmare might have helped, right? So they wouldn't have to sit there counting the number of Christmases that they've been gone, as though the minute they come back for Christmas, it's going to be the biggest news for these people that ever happened, right? I mean, and let's talk about this. When was the last time the Christmas plans of any other royal or former royal, for that matter, was treated like a state secret? It's like, what are the other royals doing? Those who are in the close proximity and those who are a little bit more removed. What are they doing this Christmas? Why isn't the UK media talking about that, right? Did anyone chart Zara Tindall's holiday whereabouts with this level of fervor, or Princess Anne, or even Sophie and her husband Edward and their children who are now semi-adults? No, right? No, right? No. So let's call this what it is. It's the per diem, per click buffoonery of so-called journalists. This is what this is, right? This whole tracking of Meghan and Harry's Christmases. As the Sussexes sip their California Cabernet, which they have their own wine cave in their home in Montecito, by the way. So they're sipping this under a palm tree because, California got these mild Christmases. I hope they're laughing as hard as the rest of us at this yearly tabloid charade. Cheers to them, to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and to the UK media for making holiday hysteria an art form. Okay, so there you go.